Welcome back to my channel. This time I will introduce OpenManus, which is the open source version of Manus, and which can be run on a local computer instead of going to the website of Manus. So anybody can actually download this. Here you can download the zip and follow the instructions that are given here. You need to create a new environment. So this is just for having the right Python version. So I did all of that, and I do have the environment ready to be used. Then you need to configure the API keys. So I did the same as what they show. I use ChatGPT, OpenAI key, and then just have to run basically main.py. So I'm going to do that. And this will show you. Okay, so now, okay, we can enter the prompt. Then I will enter the usual prompt, build an AI model to predict stock prices. Will be a bit more precise, so in the next 3 months. Okay, let's see what it's going to do. It's again so based on the same tools that than Manus, so I expect that things will be quite similar to what I obtained with the other with Manus directly, and you can see in the other videos what happened when I run the script, the prompt. But this one, okay, so it started well. It was saying that it would fetch the financial data. So, okay, let's keep this. So I'm a bit surprised because I tested a bit before and it was working, but now, so what you try to do, so first is decompose the different steps, okay? So this looks like the original manus. Then first step, how to get the historical data. So it's considering various options, and then it says I'm going to use Alpha Vantage. So this is the surprising result because usually why Yahoo Finance is enough for that. So so we need an API key actually for Alpha Vantage. So it's not going to work, right? You need to obtain a key. You can sign up for free. Once you have the API key, you can use the function to fetch the stock data. So obviously here is not going to work unless I can get the API. It seems like you might be repeating the instructions. Yes, because it's basically, I should do something, but it's not giving me the hand to do that. So it's a bit weird. And then it's basically stopped. But I think that the failure, yes, but I think that I need to get an API key. That's the thing. And honestly, I'm a bit surprised because previously I ran the same prompt and I got something that was working to predict the stock prices in the next months. Okay, let's try again. I'm not sure if there's a random component when we run any sort of prompt, and then it will not only have the same, always have the same results. So let's see if here, okay, again, it's Alpha Vantage, which I don't have an API key, so I don't think that it's going to work right now. Anyway, so I just scaled the script, but I wanted to check. So what happened when I first ran build an AI model to predict the evolution of stock price in the next 3 months. And what I did that it said we can use a Python library like yfinance. So now I don't expect to have something different, but we can try. let's see. So this one is just that I write the evolution of stock prices instead of writing to predict the stock prices. So the prompt is very slightly different, and that may explain that it wanted to use Alpha Vantage instead of Yahoo Finance. And so this time, yes, okay. So just because of two different words in the prompt, if I ask the evolution, then basically it would go on Yahoo Finance. Otherwise, if I just ask to predict the stock prices, then it's telling me to use Alpha Vantage. Okay, so Playwright browser. Okay, so it's I didn't have Chrome installed, but it looks like it basically installed it for me. Okay. Oh, that's what I thought. Huh? From this, just installed or okay. What is it? Where is Playwright? I'm not sure what it is. I know Chrome, but Playwright is a different thing. Why would it need such a thing, by the way? Okay, so it's going very quickly, which is cool. Next steps, tips 10 or 20, data collection. So usually it gets stuck at the data collection, the first step. So agent detected stack state added prompt observed duplicate responses. It's not very clear what is happening. It had issues with Wi-Fi, and so it's trying another one. Is it going back to Alpha Vantage? So it has the AI model, LSTM again. Okay, I guess that it will be using 3 months of data, but yeah, from the code it's not very clear. Oh, to terminate completed his mission, really? Result observed output of CMD terminate executed. The interaction has been completed with status failure. I didn't do anything. I didn't terminate, and it just stopped at the step number 12. So I'm wondering if well, it was being prepared to terminate. Did it terminate by itself? Yes, possibly. But I'm thinking that it's very chaotic. This script is kind of difficult to control. Maybe I can try to be a bit more precise. So build an AI model. Okay, I'm going to restrict to just one stock. Okay, build an AI model to predict the stock price of Apple in the next 3 months. Okay, so I changed the prompt a bit. Apparently, the way that the prompt is written can affect the logic of the different steps. So, okay, it's doing something, but it's very quick. Actually, I don't know what happened with the data collection. Did it try and failed already? Observed output of Google search. Okay, Google search, that's kind of weird. It does just a simple Google search. So I found several sources where you can download. Did it actually download it? In the Kaggle page, should I open it? It's asking a question, but I didn't have the opportunity to answer the question. Okay, and then there's an issue again. It goes back to the first I'll open the Kaggle page for you to download the Apple. Okay. Can you open it? So it's going to use the browser. Then it wants to open the Kaggle page. So it says that it completed the mission. It's I guess just opening the browser. And then the navigate fails. But it says that the executable doesn't exist. Maybe I should install it. It should be probably the right thing to do. So okay, we don't have anything here. So what can I do if there's look at a misplaywright. Okay, so I mean, if there's nothing, then yeah, I'm not sure if I should install it for it. So the browser is not found. Basically, should I basically install this playwright? Okay, playwright. Playwright for Chrome, I guess, but I don't have Chrome basically. Do I? Playwright, Chrome, can run test. Oh, I see. Okay, so I first need to. So this is the get the Python code for Chrome and playwright Chrome. So install Chrome maybe would be the right thing to do first. So for Windows, so I need to install this. So I'm going to stop the video here and restart when it's done. Okay, welcome back. What happened is that because of the error messages that I got about Playwright, I thought that I had to install Chrome. That's the first thing, because it's asking for Chrome here. So I did install Chrome, and then it wasn't enough. I still had the error here. So the second thing I did is to go to ChatGPT and ask about the error. So I got an error, what should I do? And it said that I should install Playwright browsers. So I executed the command by myself. And I could see that Playwright was properly installed. So I run again this request. So I run the same prompt in Manus. But where is that? Okay, there's a lot of. Okay, so here I interrupted and then I run again. So this is the same request. Okay, so what did it do? It's saying we can use an API, etc., for getting the data, proposing various options. It says I want to use the alpha advantage. So now this time it wants to use alpha advantage, even though the previous time I executed the same prompt. It wanted to use Playwright. So I'm not really sure how stable this OpenManus is first, and then I'm not even sure if it actually did the task. I don't see anything happening about the data being collected. But you need to obtain an API key. So I guess that I should first get the API key to successfully get the data. I'm not even sure how I'm supposed to communicate that key to OpenManus. That's the thing. So it's not working very well. So I guess I should be a bit more directive and tell it how to get the data. Basically saying that I want you to use from data collected using the Python model yfinance. Okay, so here I'm literally telling it to use the Python model because I know it works. It's been used by Manus, so not the open version, but this one. And this should work for Apple. Otherwise, there's also so we have Kaggle. Kaggle has some data sets for Apple. So here, for instance, so I need, of course, here I need to log in. That's the thing, and that's why I think that previously OpenManus tried to use Kaggle, but it struggled. It's because I'm supposed to have an account. So I could do that as well. I can try to register. I don't have an account currently, though. So I want to reduce my workload and avoid creating accounts also in various websites anyway. So I would prefer that it uses yfinance. So it's basically saying that hey, is it working or not? I understand the need to avoid repetition. Again, the agent is stuck. No, it's that. I'm wondering if it's actually doing the thing, so if just telling me you do this and you do that. I was really thinking it's an agent, so it would really run the functions and write the code, run the code, but it doesn't look like it's doing this. It's just giving me just some direction basically, and I guess I'm supposed to do to actually do things. Hey, well, okay, let's try. Okay, so first we install this. And next, I think it was telling me to write. So this is the Python code. So I can just create a file that will contain this. What is this? Some indent for some reason. Okay, so let's store this. So it's not even Apple actually. I don't. What is it doing this? It's no. It's okay. Okay. With a py extension. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, what is this? There's not a lot of data. How much data was I supposed to get? 1 year. Okay, 1 year is not a lot. I could change that actually. But the point is that I could, okay, I could get the data. That's great. But I'm supposed to probably store it by myself. So it's not even, is it storing? Did I miss that? How come so here, I don't have any code to save it. Why is that? Because here it didn't try to save in the first instance, but the second instance, here it says it saved it. So that's kind of, that would be helpful actually to save it. So we could see what we have. we could use it, reuse it also. So yeah, right. So where do we have this? Okay, this one. That's it. Okay. So the data is here. It's 1 year. And it works, but then so I'm supposed to do the same, I guess, for the AI model code, because somewhere, where was that? Where's the AI model? Here. So that's a very short code, really. But let's try this. I'm not really sure what's going to happen with this, but okay, so this one I'm going to call it AI model. Very simply, not text. Okay, AI model. So now I can run the AI model. All right. I need to install the models by myself, not surprising. So it's going to possibly take some time. Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, not the right one. Okay, so I'm going to cut the video and come back later when it's ready. All right, so I'm back. I managed to install the library, but then when I run the code, you can see that there's an error and it cannot convert the string to a float. Why is it? What does it need? A float? I don't know. There's a model.fit. There's a model.fit that is not getting the right thing. Apparently, where's that model.fit? So this one, X-train, Y-train. So it's not very clear what is happening. I also realize it's just a linear regression that it's doing, even though it's doing with the AI library. So that's really a big, it's really too much for just using an NI library just for linear regression. Really doesn't really make sense in the end. And so I've got this error, and just looking at this, I don't really know how to solve this, to be honest. Okay, so some of the input is a string, but we shouldn't give any string to the data. So it's possible that when I downloaded this, there's a string. Okay, so here, so this line actually is it's a string. Okay, so what I'm going to do is do this. Just manually change. So now we've got the date and price here, close, high, low volume. Okay, so now it's okay. It looks more like an appropriate CSV file. And let's see if okay, don't accept missing values. Do I have missing values? I'm a bit surprised because I don't think there's anything. There shouldn't be at least anything missing here. So what is happening is this last line. Okay, let's run again. Doesn't accept missing values encoded as a NaN. Input X contains really. I'd like to know where. Okay, let me get to the Python script. Where is it? Here. But where? So use the close price as the target variable. So it's basically using the open, high, low volume, and it wants to predict the close. So from the morning data, and the high and the low is going to predict the close. Okay, that's not what I asked it. I asked something like predict in 3 months' time. One thing, and the second thing is, well, I'm a bit at a loss to understand why the data has issues. So where is it? It's so it's again in the model.fit. So I guess that here in the train test splits, they doesn't really look at the contents, and then when you do the fit, then really looks at what is inside the data, and it finds. But here I'm very surprised why we have so x contain n. So maybe I missed it. So I could definitely just use Python to detect the missing data. So it's possible. Even one missing data would be an issue. So is it something like the volume? But why would it be missing? I don't know. This one, what is it? Why is it this one? Okay. So it's difficult to check if something's missing here. So I'm a bit worrying about the format, if the format could be properly read by the Python script. So one other thing that I can do is definitely run this into the console and run this, check if this X is working correctly. Okay, so I'm not sure I have the right environment though for this one. Yeah, it's not the right one. It's going to complain that I don't have the library. Which one has it? Which one was it? OpenManus. Still doesn't work. I am in the OpenManus environment, but it kind of refuses to. Did I save? It doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I was working with the OpenManus environment, and the code could run. No, basically doesn't. Okay, so oh. Well, it shouldn't matter. Okay, I'm a bit lost, and it's not very interesting actually to debug this, because anyway, it's a very simple model, like linear regression, not very interesting, and what it's doing is not what I ask anyway. Right, so I think we can end here and saying that so Manus is, so this OpenManus is not an agent, it's just telling you what to do. So you have to do it, you have to install the Python modules, you have to understand why there are errors, you have to manually change things. So this is very different from the manus that I have tested from directly manus AI side. And so I think that the capacity of this is really too low, so it's not really useful. The difference compared to ChatGPT is that in a way this kind of give you one global overview of all the steps they have to do, and proposing the steps one by one in a logic way. And perhaps if we ask ChatGPT, I didn't try actually, but well, it's something we can try. But I guess that ChatGPT would not be able to provide this level of detail. Let's try. So I'm looking for the prompt. There's so much text that I don't know. I don't know where the prompt is. So I'm going to just copy it. This is my prompt, and so I want to see what ChatGPT can say about it. Okay, so basically saying how to obtain the data, etc. Right, so as I thought, okay, it doesn't give all the steps one by one, it just gives the overview and that's it. But provide Python code using LSTM. Okay. So, okay, so it's doing the thing actually. It's downloading the data from Yahoo Finance. This should work. Answer in the chat inside. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. But do we have? Okay, yeah, it's cool. So I can just try to actually run it. It says I can run it here. I didn't know about this function of ChatGPT, but okay, if you can run it, cool. And this is not the 01 actually. This is ChatGPT, the free version. And I think it's ChatGPT 4.0. And I'm not expecting it to be fast when it runs the code. Okay, so what is this? Yes, okay, there's no TensorFlow, but okay. All right, so I guess we could change the code for installing this TensorFlow as well within the Python code, because otherwise I'm not sure we have some access to the command line. That would be a bit dangerous for ChatGPT to allow that. So we have to install, and it didn't do it basically. ChatGPT did not add the Python code to install the model TensorFlow. So, okay, it's changing the code, that's cool. It looks like just VS Code when you run the Copilot with ChatGPT. Okay, so let's try to run that. Still, really? It's asking to install, but it doesn't. Yes, I asked you to import it. All right, so I'm guessing that he doesn't want to execute this function, and I think it pretty much makes sense. But then how are we supposed to run code with these modules if they are not installed? That's I'm a bit puzzled about this, how this can work. But anyway, so the point was not to show about ChatGPT. The point was to show that, well, OpenManus is not great. Is it on par with ChatGPT? Maybe it kind of it's a bit similar. I mean, ChatGPT could do better. Definitely, if the environment was properly set up here. Then I don't see any tool for fix bugs. I don't see anything. Just right now about how to fix this model issue. There probably is a way. But in the end, I think that OpenManus is not really worth using. I would rather, of course, use Manus if I can, even though it's very slow. Then ChatGPT. So I have Copilot in VS Code, or we can use Claude. You can see my other videos. I think that indeed Claude is a really great solution. Even though I had some issues, but I think that I can solve these issues with some prompt engineering. So I think I will rather go into that way. All right, so thanks for watching my video, and come back when I have other new videos. Thank you.